Hi from Sarah. Today I would like to show you how to make this lovely pattern in a Tunisian crochet. I've named it the Tunisian Mitered Entrelac because it's done in entrelac technique, but it uses small mitered squares in Tunisian crochet. So this pattern is worked from a chain of in multiples of 11 stitches. In this case, I have chained 22 for this sample. So let's go on with the pattern. So here I have my chain of 22 stitches already. One thing, it's important, you don't need a Tunisian hook for this kind of pattern. You can also use a regular crochet hook, as I am doing in this case. No foundation row in Tunisian crochet for a change, but we will start pulling up loops from our beginning chain like this. So first loop on the hook already counts as stitch number 1. Then we will start pulling up loops from the back loop, the back bump of our chain, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. So we are at half of our chain because we have chained 22 and we have pulled up 11 loops on the hook, and for the time being that's it. So we will now proceed to a partial return pass and we'll forget about the rest of the chain for the time being. Okay, the return pass is a special one. So it's a special one, but you will repeat it throughout the pattern, so pay attention. We will start with a yarn over and we pull through one loop only first. Then we will yarn over and pull through 2 loops together 3 times. So this was once, yarn over and pull through 2 twice, yarn over and pull through 2 3 times. Now we will yarn over and pull through 4 loops together, 1 2 3 4, and then we will casting off loops in the usual way. So we yarn over and pull through 2 loops together, repeating this until the end of the row, and I'm left with just 1 loop on the hook. So this special return pass creates a decrease here in the middle, just like we did in the mitered square. Okay, now we will work on row number 2, drawing up loops as I find them. Okay, of course, since we made a decrease here, we will have less stitches to draw up. That is to say, specifically 2 stitches less than before. So since we had 11, we should now draw up 9 loops on the hook. So 1, then in Tunisian simple stitch, of course, so we go with the hook under the vertical bar from right to left, yarn over, pull through and draw up a loop. Okay, so 2 loops on the hook, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so how do we handle the 3 stitches together we have here in the middle? Well, we just do a simple stitch going with the hook under all 3 of them at the same time and drawing up 1 single loop on the hook from there, which is loop number 5. Then we proceed 6, 7, 8 and 9 here, which 9th stitch we will do as a neat closing stitch. That is to say, we go with the hook both under the front vertical bar of that last stitch and its back bar at the same time. And we drop a loop from there. So this makes 9. So we have 9 loops on the hook. And we will proceed again with the special return pass, which is done like this. Yarn over and pull through 1 loop only first. This is always the beginning here. Then we will yarn over and pull through 2 loops together twice. So once, yarn over and pull through 2 loops together twice. Now we will, just like before, yarn over and pull through 4 loops together. 1, 2, 3, 4. Then we proceed with yarn over and pull through 2 until we have cast off all stitches. Okay. So now, just like before, in row number 3 of our first triangle, let's call it like that, we will again pull up loops on the hook as we find them in Tunisian simple stitch. 2, 3. Now in the middle, just like before, we will consider the 3 together stitch as 1 stitch. So we drop 1 single loop from there, going with the hook under all 3 stitches. This is 4, 5, 6, and 7 is a neat closing stitch. We have 7 loops on the hook, so we have decreased 2 more stitches. And the return pass is like this. We yarn over and pull through 1 loop only first, then we yarn over and pull through 2 loops together only once. Now we yarn over and pull through 4 loops together, and then we complete our return pass with yarn over and pull through 2. And we will proceed like this until we have finished our triangle, let's say. So again, we drop loops as we find them, drawing up 1 single loop from the 3 together decrease of the previous return pass. And then we have 1 here and 1 at the end, which is a neat closing stitch. And now we have 5 stitches, 5 loops on the hook. The return pass is as follows. Yarn over and pull through 1 loop only once, then we yarn over and proceed immediately with the pulling through 4 loops together, and then we complete the row with a yarn over and pull through 2 loops together. 1 loop on the hook, then we pull up 1 loop from the 3 together decrease and 1 from the border, a neat closing stitch. So we have 3 loops on the hook. We yarn over and pull through all 3 of them like this, and then we make a chain 1, and that's our first triangle complete. Okay, so now let's get back to the rest of the chain we had here. So we need now to arrive at this point of the chain, and we do so with slip stitches. So we just go there on the border of our triangle here where we had our neat closing stitches, and we do slip stitches. So this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We will do here, or let's go to the stitch here, 1 last slip stitch, and now we have 1 loop on the hook, which counts as stitch number 1 of this side of our chain. Here we should have 11 in all. So this is 1, then we'll take 2 from the back bump. Of course, you can always take drop loops, taking them from the upper bar here of the chain if you want. This creates a nice border here if you drop loops taking them from the back bump, as you see, and it allows it not to curl too much. So 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and 11. Here it is. So, and now we'll make another similar triangle on this side of the chain, just like we've done before. So I'll repeat the procedure with you. So special return pass, I remind you, is a chain 1 or yarn over and pull through 1 loop only. Then we make 3 times a yarn over and pull through 2 loops together. So once, twice, 3 times. Now it's time for the yarn over and pull through 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, which creates our first 3 together decrease here in the middle of the triangle. And then we proceed casting off in the usual way with a yarn over and pull through 2 until the end of the return pass. So, and just like before, we have 2 stitches less to draw up on this second row of this side of the chain. So we have 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. Neat closing stitch here and return. So it's chain 1 first, and then 2 times a yarn over and pull through 2, then yarn over and pull through 4 stitches together, and we finish with yarn over and pull through 2 until the end. And so we proceed. 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. Return pass is done with a chain 1 at the beginning. Then 1 time only we will make a yarn over and pull through 2. Then we will make a yarn over and pull through 4 already, finishing with 2 yarn over and pull through 2s. And so we proceed. 2, 3, 4, and 5. Yarn over and pull through 1. Then immediately yarn over and pull through 4, yarn over and pull through 2. Once again, 1, 2, and 3, taken here from the border. Then yarn over and pull through all 3 loops at once. And don't forget to make a chain 1 at the end. Okay? And here you can already cut off yarn. And this is what we have produced so far. Of course, if you had a longer chain, you would keep on creating these small mitered squares or triangles if we look at them frontally, which means you should go walk, let's say, on the side of this last triangle just made through slip stitches here until you reach the rest of the chain and continue until the end in this very same way. Okay, so here now we are going to make let's say the second row of the pattern with a contrasting color. In a contrasting color I took this purple here, and we are going to attach it right here on the right side, right here where we started. So this is the place, okay, where we should attach our second yarn. So we are going to make it like this. Okay, here we are. Attach our yarn like this and proceed making 5 chains. So 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5. Now from here we are going to pull up loops from this small chain of 5 as for a foundation row. So you can again choose to pull up loops from the front bar like this, so, or from the back bump, let's say. So 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5. Then we will draw up 2 more loops and we will take them from the side of our first triangle. So we had 5, here we have 6 and 7. Okay, now we will make a return pass, which is again a special one. So we will yarn over and make already a decrease by pulling through 3 loops together at the same time, and then we will proceed in the usual way. So we will yarn over and pull through 2 loops together, yarn over and pull through 2 until we're left with just 1 loop on the hook. So what we're doing now is we are going to create a sort of half triangle or half mitered square here on the side in order to go up and proceed vertically and then horizontally again. So this kind of thing. So this was row number 1 for this partial triangle on the side. We will proceed with row number 2, 1 loop on the hook, then we will again collect loops on the hook, 1, 2, 3, 4, and once again here where we have the decrease of previous row, we will insert the hook under all 3 of those loops together, yarn over and drop 1 single loop from them. We have 5. Then again we will pick up a loop from the side of the triangle. So this is 6. Okay, so we have 1 loop less to cast off now. Okay, thanks to the decrease we are making at the beginning of the return pass. And this is what we will be doing right now. So yarn over and pull through 3 loops together, and then proceed casting off stitches with yarn over and pull through 2. And this is how we will proceed. So 1, 2, 3 and 4, and then the 5th stitch is taken here from the side of the triangle, and for the return pass we will begin with a decrease right away. So 3 together, then yarn over and pull through 2, yarn over and pull through 2. Once again, 2, 3 and 4 here on the side, return pass, 3 together decrease, yarn over and pull through 2. Once again, 1, 2 and 3. Okay, and now we will very simply yarn over and pull through all 3 stitches together. Once again we will chain 1. Now what happens here? If you count these stitches here, these ones on the side, it should be 11 stitches. So let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. So we will create another triangle with the purple yarn here. This means we are going to pull up loops from this base here. So let's go with the hook here with a slip stitch, and this loop here on the hook counts as stitch number 1. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and 11. Okay, you see? And now we will proceed with the return pass just like we've done 2 times before. That is to say, we yarn over and pull through 1 loop only first, then we will yarn over and pull through 2 loops together 3 times, then we will yarn over and pull through 4 loops together, and then we'll resume our yarn over and pull through 2. And now you know what happens next. Okay, so as you see, creating such a small mitered square or triangle, it's very quick. So this work grows quickly, which is always an advantage. Now we started with a partial triangle here, and we should end the row, let's say, with another partial triangle, which is done like this. So we go again, we walk on the side of the last mitered square just made through slip stitches like this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 on top. Okay, and now we will pull up 6 loops on the side here, with the one on the hook already being loop number 1. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6 here. Now we will create the first line in the standard Tunisian crochet method. So we yarn over and pull through 1 loop only first, and then we cast off all stitches by yarning over and pull through 2 loops together till the end of the row, like this. Now again in row number 2 we will pull up 6 loops, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and the 6th loop is a neat closing stitch, a border stitch. Now we will start immediately with the simple decrease, that is to say, we yarn over, and instead of pulling through one loop only first, we will immediately start pulling off loops, 2 loops together at once. So 1, yarn over and pull through 2, yarn over and pull through 2, yarn over and pull through 2, yarn over and pull through 2. This way we have created a decrease here. Now again, 1, 2, 3, 4, and from this decrease here, once again, we will drop one single loop. We will start with a decrease, so we yarn over and pull through 2, yarn over and pull through 2, yarn over and pull through 2, yarn over and pull through 2. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, and 4 all together. Return pass, we start with a decrease, so yarn over and pull through 2 immediately, yarn over and pull through 2, yarn over and pull through 2. Once again, 1, 2, and 3. Now we will yarn over and pull through all 3 loops at the same time. And here we will make another chain 1 and cut off yarn. So here I have cut off yarn already, and this is our piece and how it looks so far. 2 rows. You see here that the beginning partial mitered square or beginning triangle looks a little bit different than the final one, but you can fix this when blocking the piece at the end. Okay, so what happens next? Now, if you counted these stitches here on the border of our last row, let's say, of triangles, you would come up to 22 stitches, which is the number of the beginning chain. This means we can repeat this section here. So that is to say, we insert the hook here, change yarn, and take our yellow one and begin drawing up loops on the hook. So first loop on the hook counts as stitch number 1. Now on the side here, it's easy to recognize where to drop loops from. So this is loop number 2, then 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and 11. Here we have reached the top of our triangle below. So how many do we have? 11. So just like before, we will not proceed pulling up all of 22 loops here on the side, but we will create the first triangle here, the first mitered square here, in the usual way. So So here we are. We have just completed the first mitered square or triangle of the row, and now we will walk with slip stitches up to here. Two. Okay, and 6 slip stitch here. Now we will pull up again 11 loops from this side here. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and 11. And once again we will create another triangle or mitered square here, just like before. Okay, so we have replicated here this section here, and you already know what happens next. We will cut off yarn, attach the purple yarn here on the side, create another partial triangle just like we did here. Then we will create, well, the same purple row actually, okay, just like we did here. So this is the pattern complete for the Entre-lac mitered square in Tunisian crochet. I already have so many ideas to use this pattern for many projects. Just imagine, well, a blanket is almost a very simple idea, or a bag, or even a sweater, but I should analyze how this could go, calculate stitches and everything, but maybe someday I will come up with a sweater done with this pattern. Very lovely, I find. I hope you like this pattern, and see you next time. Bye bye from me. Bye.